this Higher Self Chats pick a card reading. So I'm going to pull 3 different cards that you can pick from this deck. I think it's called the Shine deck. I'll have it linked below. And we are going to see what message comes through from your higher self for you at this point in time for February. So let's get into it. Just going to pull, see for pile 1. Going to pull for pile 2. Pile 2. Oh, top one. Okay. Pile 3. Whoa. Okay, so this one flipped out. All right. So, pile 1. Pile 2. Pile 3. Okay, so I'll give you a moment to meditate on the cards and I'll see you in the reading. Okay, if you chose pile 1, you chose this card and this is your reading. So this says, slow down and rest, you need it. So your higher self wants you to take a rest. I'm feeling salt baths would be really healthy for you right now. Epsom salt or Himalayan pink salt baths. Just go to the store and see what you can find for bath salt. And I would recommend, what I'm feeling for you guys is at least once a week to do a salt bath and clear your energy. It's going to help cleanse the aura of the negative debris that we can collect from others that we are surrounded by, or just the debris of the universe at large and the collective at large. I am one of those people that I pick up on everything and everyone, so I do salt baths quite often to cleanse my aura. I'm also feeling it would be really good for you guys to journal in the month of February. So when you go into a quiet space with yourself, journal out what you want your month of February to look like. And say it in a way that it's already happened. It's almost like you're, what is that called? Like a biography or a documentary kind of style, where you go and sit with yourself and say, I am so happy now that X, Y, and Z has happened, or just set goals for yourself, however you feel comfortable with doing this process of, it's called scripting. So scripting is really powerful because when we write out our intentions and our goals for what we want to manifest, we are putting that out into the universe because we're putting it on paper. And then as we read that back to ourselves, we are just further compounding that energy and putting it out into the universe stronger. So writing it and then reading it and speaking it, you know, as often as you can, like maybe once a day, just reread what you've written, or continue to write however you resonate with this message. I'm feeling that would be very powerful for your manifestation process for February. And also I'm feeling meditation would be really powerful as well. There's a lot of intensity right now, energy-wise, from the universe, from people, from the situation, the pandemic. So meditation is really powerful. When you feel overwhelmed and bogged down by the energies, what can happen is it can slow down your manifestation process because you're not in a good energy space for alignment with what you're trying to manifest in. So your higher self really wants you to be able to get your manifestations on track, and these are the recommendations your higher self has for you for February. So scripting, journaling out your intentions, what you want to manifest, salt baths to cleanse your aura, and then also meditation to help calm and cleanse, you know, bringing in that white light and cleansing out your chakras, because our chakras get bogged down with the energy as well. So just really cleansing, clearing, and healing and resting, and taking a time out. Like if you have to say no to friends, if you have to say no to certain family obligations, The month of February is really the time for you to step back into your power and regain and collect yourself so that you can move into a better time ahead. So pile 1, that is all I have for you. Please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you in another reading. If you chose pile 2, you chose this card. And this is your reading. So it says, be bold. Don't be afraid to stand out. So your higher self for February is saying, now is the time for you to shine. I feel that you guys have been, what is the word? Hiding who you are. And your higher self is saying, it's time to put yourself out there. It's time to step up to the plate. It's time to be seen in a way that you have not let others see you. So it's interesting that this card has the color yellow, because yellow is a very bright color that when people wear that color, we instantly look at that color. That's why taxi cabs are yellow, or at least they are in America. It's because it gets your attention. So they're calling you in the month of February to do something that gets other people's attention on you, so to speak. So what I'm feeling is, whatever talents you have that you know you have, it's time for you to start standing in the stage of that talent. So they're showing me somebody, there's a show in America called America's Got Talent. So they're showing me somebody who's been, working on this talent, so to speak, and then they're brave enough to step out of their comfort zone and go after their dreams by putting themselves out there to the public and showing this talent to the world. Now, maybe that's not the exact message for you, but it's an example and demonstration to give you a tangible example of what I'm feeling the energy of. So it's just about you going after basically what it is that you feel called to do, and don't be afraid to stand out. Don't be afraid to be seen. This is giving me the energy, if you're familiar with tarot, it's giving me the energy of the star card, the spotlight card. So being in the spotlight, being seen. This is also, I'm feeling a lot of you need to start a YouTube page. You need to build a platform where you can start expressing yourself in that manner to show people this talent that you have or this gift that you have. Or if you feel called to start a business, however this resonates with you, it's time. The month of February, you need to start playing in that energy. And that is what I'm feeling. And it's going to be successful no matter what you do, because this is who you are. At the end of the day, this is the real authentic you underneath everything that maybe you thought you were. So the more you play in this energy, you're activating your true essence to come forward, to be center and present. So that's really powerful. Start doing that in February, and that is your message. So pile 2, that is all I have for you. Please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye, guys. All right, so if you chose pile 3, this is your card. And this is your reading. So stop judging and start loving. All right, so your higher self has a little bit of a tough love message for you guys. I'm feeling that maybe you have been looking at the world outside of you and judging it a little bit and being like pointing the finger. And we all do this. This is not like, I'm not spanking you here, so to speak. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just channeling the energy that I'm feeling. So they want you to, your higher self wants you to start acknowledging where you're being judgmental, because when you judge others, it's just a reflection of what you're judging about yourself. So if you are judging something within somebody else, they're giving me an example of maybe you're judging somebody for, let's say you see somebody who you knew, and then they start to step into their power and they're putting themselves out there and doing them, so to speak, and being who they really are, and you're judging that maybe out of maybe there's an underlying of jealousy. It's just a reflection within you. This is a really harsh example, by the way, but it's just a reflection within you to show you that You're judging that aspect of that, what you're seeing outside of yourself, because you also hold that within yourself, but maybe you're just not ready to step into your power and express yourself in the way that this person has done, which you're maybe judging. So this is acknowledging that you have the same power that you're witnessing this other person or other people doing. And when you can see something outside of yourself, it means it exists within. So let me give you a positive example of this. If you see somebody who is successful and you're jealous of that, or you start to judge like how they spend their money, this and that, it's just the ego's way of, I don't know how to explain that. It's just the ego's way of showing you something that exists within you, which means that if you can see it outside of yourself, it exists within you. Meaning if you can see abundance in other people, it means that exists within you. You just haven't tapped into that energy within yourself. And the way you can bring that energy forward and bring your power forward is by letting go of the judgments that the ego has about people, and letting go of the negative vibrations that are holding you back, because those kind of things hold you back from expressing your power. So until you heal those things within you, you can't step into your power, so to speak. So it's just a trauma within, I'm feeling, that you guys are working through. And really, the whole thing about stop judging and start loving, the way you really, really, truly get past anything that is negative or that you're trying to overcome about yourself that maybe you need to work on, is giving love to everything. So when you have judgment towards somebody, it's about acknowledging it and then being like, oh, I realize that I'm acknowledging that, or I realize and acknowledge that I am judging this person. And what can I do to quickly transfer that energy into a positive? Let me send love to that person. I acknowledge this person for what they're doing. Maybe I don't agree with it, but I still send love to them for them being able to step into their power in this way. And it's very cool to see that. I maybe don't agree with it to some level, or I maybe would have done it a different way. It's just about sending love and light to that person, because what you put out, you will receive back. So if you judge, you will receive judgment. If you love, you will receive love. If you send healing, you will receive healing. You know what I mean? You send negativity, it's ebb and flow, yin and yang. It's like the infinity sign. What you send out comes back. It's the laws of the universe. So really, I feel what would be helpful for you guys in February is to just don't give yourself a hard time or get down on yourself when you acknowledge that you're doing these things, or not acting in a way that is maybe in alignment with your higher self. It's more in alignment with your ego, lower self. You want to come to the middle ground of the two. So when you see ego showing, you just be like, okay, I see ego is there, but let me call in my higher self. What would my higher self say about the situation? And let me come to a neutral perspective of it. I see this, but let me call in the brighter side of it. Because we need both. We need light and dark. We need them to harmonize within our spirit. And I feel in February, you're going to be learning how to do that by acknowledging first what you're seeing that maybe you can work on, and then being like, okay, what can I do to do this better next time? So that's really powerful, because that's a good place to be in. To first key to healing anything is acknowledgement and awareness. And once you do that, then you can step into a better energy moving forward. So you guys are going to get through this, and we've all been there. We've all done it. We all do it from time to time. It's just about not being so down on yourself when you see that you do it, and realizing that you're human at the end of the day, having a temporary human experience. You're an evolved spiritual being, and you're just like everybody else. We're learning lessons as we go. So you're going to learn this valuable lesson in February, however it resonates for you. And at the end of the day, just send love to everything. And that's ultimately how you can come to a higher level. So that's really powerful. And I hope you guys have a beautiful February. All right, Pile 3, that is your message. So if this resonated with you, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you in another reading. Bye, guys.